Should you buy a Quest 2 in 2022? If you're sitting on the fence, watch to the end as I'll be giving you a simple guide here on how to decide if you want to pick the headset up or not. 3 reasons to buy it, 3 reasons not to buy it, and my final thoughts on it. Welcome, virtual dreamers. My name is Gregory, and let's get this started. Reason number 1 to buy it: functionality. The Quest 2 offers essentially all the features any other major VR headset offers built in, so you aren't missing out on any options by picking it. You don't need a PC to use it, but you can use it with a PC if you want, whether by using a wire via USB-C or wirelessly using AirLink. Peripheral support can vary by headset, but barring a few specific cases we're gonna be getting into later, you're pretty much getting it all here. Reason to buy it number 2, support. The Quest 2 is going to be receiving support for a long while. If you're worried that a Quest 3 is gonna come out and make the Quest 2 obsolete, I'd ease those worries, as Meta releasing their Project Cambria headset later this year pretty much assures the Quest 3 isn't coming out this year, and the sales of the Quest 2 being as good as they are, basically guarantee that no matter what happens, the Quest 2 is going to be getting game and software support for years from now. We literally can't afford not to. Reason to buy it, number 3, pricing. This is pretty simple. If you do not have more than $300 US with tax to spend on a VR headset and aren't willing to buy used, the Quest 2 is your only option at this time. If you have more money, watch further, but if not, you can stop the video here and just buy one. That just about does it for the main reasons to buy a Quest 2 at this point. If you want a cheap VR headset that can let you get into VR right now, that you'll be able to use for years to come, go ahead and pull that trigger. With that said, there are a few big reasons to not buy the Quest 2 right now, so let's get into them. Reason to not buy it number 1, Facebook. A change in name does not equate to a change in character, and Facebook becoming Meta doesn't change that the underlying company isn't exactly well-liked or trusted. If you're staunchly against this company, know that you have to have an account with Facebook to use the headset at this time, and that people have been locked out of their own devices due to issues with their accounts. If that's a deal breaker for you, here is your heads up. Reason to not buy it number 2, specs. If you want the highest image quality, the highest field of view, the highest quality tracking, or the best graphics, and you're willing to pay the premium for these things, there are headsets that will offer you more than the Quest 2 will. If the idea of dropping thousands of dollars for a Vario Aero, base stations, Vive trackers, and an i9 12900K 3090 Ti gaming PC is fine to you, you can probably skip the Quest 2 unless standalone is your goal, at which point that's really the only area the Quest 2's showing any utter dominance in terms of specifications or capabilities. And even there is still one more catch to consider if the whole Meta thing from before didn't scare you off. Reason to not buy number 3, Interpupilary Distance. This is pretty clear-cut, just as price was pretty clear-cut. If your interpupillary distance doesn't fall within a small bit of deviation from the 58, 63, and 68 millimeter 123 settings of the Quest 2's IPD, you should probably avoid the headset. Even the predecessor, the Quest 1, would be a better choice for you if this is a situation, so do keep that in mind if you're on the fence. A Quest 1 is still a valid option. And there you have it. Do not buy a Quest if you hate Facebook, can afford better specs, and aren't compatible with the headset's IPD range. Overall, there are a bunch of reasons to buy and not buy a Quest 2 at this time. Barring the interpupillary distance thing, just about every factor here could change over time, so always look at the rest of the points in the video before making your purchasing decisions at the time you're doing it. Regardless of your choice, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you all in the world of our virtual dreams in due time. Until then, my virtual dreamers, this has been Gregory, logging out.